4 things truly smart people never boast about. Truly intelligent people focus on self-development and shine in their own world instead of boasting about these 4 things. They avoid unnecessary disputes by not flaunting themselves, winning without arrogance, losing without despair. Not showing off in front of others allows for a peaceful and relaxed life. Here are the 4 things that truly intelligent people never boast about. 1. Happiness. Accept the truth that, besides your parents, not many people genuinely wish for your happiness more than their own. If you're happy, be happy privately. Don't flaunt it in front of everyone. Happiness can be shared with a few, but blindly showing it off can lead to envy and resentment rather than admiration. There was a woman who loved to brag about her happy family life after getting married. Her husband advanced quickly in his career. Her son attended the best elementary school, and the family regularly traveled, with designer items filling their home. She flaunted her happiness on social media and in conversations, disregarding others' feelings. Over time, friends grew uncomfortable with her interactions and avoided her. Unsatisfied with what she had, she even mistreated her mother-in-law, asserting her authority as the head of the household. Though her husband loved her, he couldn't tolerate her disrespect towards his mother. Arguments became frequent, and they eventually divorced. When she sought comfort from friends, few were willing to listen, and some even found her predicament amusing. Happiness is like a drink of water. Only you can truly feel it. Your happiness may seem trivial or extravagant to others. The world is vast and experiences vary. Don't expect everyone to empathize. Instead of flaunting your happiness everywhere, be grateful and humble. This way, happiness will stay with you. 2. Success. Bian Kui was a famous physician during the spring and autumn period in China. He came from a family of 3 brothers, all practicing medicine and saving lives. One day, King Wei asked Bian Kui, "Among you 3 brothers, who is the best doctor?" Bian Kui replied, "My eldest brother is the best, my second brother is the second best, and I am the least skilled." "But everyone says you are the most skilled," the king said, puzzled. Bian Kui explained, "My eldest brother cures illness before it appears, so people don't recognize his skill. My second brother treats illness at its early stages, so people think his skills are ordinary. I treat people when they are severely ill, so they think I am the best. A truly excellent doctor should prevent illness before it appears." True winners don't like to show off. Victory belongs to them and doesn't need to be proven to anyone. Those who boast about their small successes often do so out of insecurity. Lowering one's head is a sign of humility, while raising it can signal arrogance. Those who frequently speak of their success elevate themselves while belittling others, leaving a negative impression. Success you flaunt acts like a mirror, reflecting others' failures and inviting envy. Instead, maintain humility and don't dim others' light while shining your own. Flying geese don't show off their wings, and heroes don't seek praise. When we can stay calm and refrain from showing off, we become invincible. 3. Wealth. Wealth is like a magnifying glass, amplifying a person's kindness or greed. Flaunting wealth doesn't garner respect. It often breeds envy and hatred. Truly intelligent people don't show off their wealth but contribute silently to society in various ways. The world's wealthiest individuals often lead simple, unassuming lives. Warren Buffett drove the same car for years. Bill Gates never flew first class for business trips. Mark Zuckerberg wears simple clothes year-round, and Jack Ma wears modest shoes. For them, location, clothing, and food aren't the most important. The key is letting their wealth create more value for society and help more people. True wealth isn't just about money, but also includes good character, health, a rich heart, and the value you create for society. 4. Relationships. Many people try to elevate themselves by associating with the powerful. However, flaunting relationships often leads to trouble. Friendships aren't for making life easier. They come when life becomes smoother. When you have great abilities, people are naturally drawn to you. Intelligent people never boast about their relationships. They understand that genuine connections aren't formed through boasting. When you brag, your weaknesses are exposed. Show-offs maintain appearances but often feel insecure inside. They don't realize that happiness, success, wealth, and relationships are personal. Ultimately, life is your own and doesn't concern others. Focus on self-development and live a shining life in your own world. 2. Neighbors have three things. Not to show off. Relatives include two types to avoid. This is a piece of advice passed down from our ancestors. Let's explore its meaning. The wisdom of the ancients remains invaluable to later generations, and these experiences are still relevant today. It's not just simple advice, but essential life skills. There's a saying, neighbors have three things not to show off. Relatives include two types to avoid. What does this mean? The first thing, don't show off your wealth and assets. It doesn't matter who has more money or less money. What matters is who lives happier and more content. Some people are wealthy and own expensive cars but are always troubled and unhappy. Others may ride bicycles but possess a cheerful and optimistic spirit. Everyone is responsible for their own life, and only their heart knows the true state of their happiness or sorrow. Why compare your life to others? The most important thing is how you feel about your own life. The second thing, don't show off your children. Comparing your children to others will only hurt their self-esteem. Everyone has their own destiny, and there's no need to compare with others. Encourage and trust your children more. If your child is outstanding and has a bright future, it's best not to boast about them to others. Parents should maintain humility, which is the greatest blessing you can give your children. The third thing, don't show off your house. In life, we take nothing with us when we die, so simplicity is best. No matter how big your house is, you only need one room to sleep in. No matter how luxurious your car is, it's just for getting around. The richest person is the one who is content with what they have, without the need to show off their wealth. No matter how wealthy or how much money you have, if you are greedy and never satisfied, you are ultimately poor. Material possessions can't be taken with you when you die, so the greatest gift in life is a peaceful and content heart. Besides, our ancestors also advised to avoid two types of relatives. The first type, relatives who value profit over morality. People who are overly focused on benefits often look down on others, particularly those less fortunate. They are narrow-minded, unwilling to help, and often ignore others. These people only care about money and material gains. It's best to keep a distance from such relatives. They value profit over relationships and may abandon ethics to exploit you. The second type, relatives who are heartless and uncaring. People who are ungrateful and unkind won't know how to appreciate your kindness. They won't remember the good things you've done for them and may mistreat or betray you. It's best to stay away from such people to avoid bringing trouble upon yourself.
If you like this video, please comment 1. And if you don't, comment 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.
3. Wise people's actions to avoid trouble. Buddhist teachings emphasize that everything in life has a cause and effect. The mistakes we make will eventually catch up with us. In our brief lives, avoiding even one mistake is incredibly valuable. 1. Not overly critical of themselves. Some people live in constant high stress, setting endless standards and striving until they achieve them. When they fail, they spiral into self-doubt, comparison, and self-torment, worsening their situation. Learning to forgive ourselves reveals more beauty in the world. When we show compassion to ourselves, we reach a new level of understanding and growth. 2. Not arguing with worthless people. The garbage person principle teaches us to avoid troublesome individuals. Using force harms us, and arguing logic gets us nowhere. Living wisely means not engaging in pointless conflicts with fools. Avoiding unnecessary disputes saves time for better things and leads to a more fulfilling life. Sometimes, pretending to be deaf and dumb costs nothing and spares us stress and anger from arguing with the wrong person. 3. Not caring too much about others' opinions. One of life's greatest freedoms is ignoring others' judgments. Sometimes we need to step away from the crowd, take a deep breath, and remind ourselves of who we are and what we want to become. As long as we pursue our ideals, things will turn out fine, regardless of what others think. We live only once. Pursue your dreams without worrying about others' opinions. 4. Not relying on others for happiness. Never place your happiness in someone else's hands, as people can change and feelings can fade. Many rely on their partners for happiness, but true joy comes from within. No matter how much someone loves you, your happiness depends on your inner peace. 5. Not taking out anger on loved ones. Our biggest mistake is venting our worst, most impatient side on those closest to us while showing patience and tolerance to strangers. Strangers don't forgive our outbursts, so we maintain relationships with them. In contrast, loved ones forgive and tolerate us, leading us to unload negative emotions on them. However, this hurts them deeply. Remember, they are not obligated to endure our bad behavior. 6. Not speaking recklessly. The saying, "disaster comes from the mouth," and "words are like swords," highlights the power of speech. Words can shape a person's fate. Wise people speak kindly and sincerely, making good friends and attracting support in tough times. Careless, arrogant, and dishonest speech only creates enemies and brings trouble. Thoughtless words can ruin careers and lives. Hence, always think before you speak, as words can lead us down very different paths. 7. Not working haphazardly. In life, whether tackling big or small tasks, achieving the best results requires dedication and responsibility. Without responsibility, we risk inconsistent effort, leading to poor outcomes and misunderstandings about our capabilities. Thoughtless work can damage our career prospects. Approach every task with a comprehensive view and responsibility to achieve desired results. 8. Not living recklessly. The saying, "a gentleman knows what to do and what not to do," emphasizes discernment between right and wrong, guiding our actions. Living recklessly, doing whatever we want regardless of consequences, harms ourselves and others. Life is full of temptations. Resisting them and living by ethical principles is crucial. Reckless living leads to darkness and difficulties, harming ourselves and those around us. Maintain ethical standards and treat others appropriately to live peacefully and with dignity. 9. Not guaranteeing loans for others. Money issues are sensitive and can strain relationships. When asked to guarantee a loan, politely refuse. Becoming a third-party guarantor can entangle us in debt if the borrower fails to repay. Loan guarantees create unnecessary burdens and risks. Handle financial matters with tact and decisiveness to avoid complications. 10. Not helping strangers indiscriminately. Helping others is good, but it should be measured and thoughtful. When asked to help a stranger, understand the task and assess your ability to assist. Avoid situations that are time-consuming, risky, or likely to fail. Declining such requests allows others to find better solutions and prevents unnecessary trouble and blame for you. 11. Not belittling others to elevate themselves. From ancient times, Self-promotion by belittling others has been considered harmful. It damages others' reputations and harms the doer by blinding them to their flaws. Arrogant behavior can lead to tragic consequences. Humility is a noble trait. Boastfulness is unnecessary. Always treat others with respect and avoid actions that harm others or inflate your ego. In conclusion, practicing wisdom involves avoiding these harmful behaviors, leading to a peaceful, fulfilling life. 4. 9 ways to exude class without saying a word. These characteristics let others sense your inner class and sophistication. Classiness isn't about flaunting wealth or constantly talking about your achievements or refined tastes. In reality, people can see your class without you having to say anything. 1. Dress well. The first thing you can do to exude class without saying a word is to dress well. There is no specific dress code for everyone since it depends on age, culture, style, and financial ability. But always wear well-fitted clothes, elegant shoes or sandals, simple yet sophisticated coats and dresses. 2. Wear appropriate accessories. Besides your outfit, the accessories you wear also speak volumes about you. Accessories include watches, earrings, scarves, sunglasses, bags, wallets, and backpacks. Focus on quality over quantity when thinking about accessories and try your best to match them with what you're wearing, conveying the right impression you want to make. 3. Stand tall. How you stand or walk sends a lot of messages to those around you about who you are. Slouching, drooping your neck, and shuffling your feet make you look less confident. Stand tall with your shoulders back, and you'll exude class. 4. Show politeness. Another way to show you're a classy person without saying anything is by being polite. This can be as simple as holding the door or pulling a chair for someone, paying for parking when shopping with a friend. Displaying politeness is a great way to show class without uttering a word. 5. Maintain a pleasant demeanor. Another way to demonstrate your class is by maintaining a pleasant attitude even when things get a little tense or when you don't particularly like someone. This truly exudes class, making you stand out because not many people can do this. When you show that you don't lash out under pressure, people will see you as truly classy and high value. 6. Stay calm under pressure. When pressure mounts, people tend to lose control, get anxious, and make situations worse. Show your class by dealing with pressure gracefully, continuing with your work and life without panic. Everyone feels fear at times, but what sets classy people apart is not letting external circumstances control them. Demonstrating control will earn you respect and inspire others in tough times. 7. Take action. Many people get easily distracted or veer off course from their intended path. One of the best ways to show you're classy without speaking is by continuing to take action, focusing your attention on what you've set out to do. It's hard to achieve this level of self-discipline, especially in today's digital age. The ability to concentrate on a task, conversation, person, or work at one time makes you stand out, mature, and sophisticated. 8. Avoid drama. No matter the environment, it's easy to get caught up in drama. When you can refrain from involving yourself in others' issues, you set yourself apart from distractions, not wasting time on gossip and trivial conversations. This makes you different and proves your classiness. 9. Use silence to your advantage. Using silence to your advantage can be very powerful and impactful. Instead of immediately arguing when you have a disagreement or when someone insults you, maintaining silence is a powerful move. Tactical silence is also a good strategy in negotiations and discussions, waiting for the other party to make a better offer. In some situations, silence is indeed the strongest choice. 5. The 8 types of people money will always follow. These types of people, even if they come from humble beginnings, can rise out of poverty and achieve wealth. A Dog Called Money is a notable work by American author Bodo Schaefer, a fairy tale about a 12-year-old German girl named Kira. Unlike typical fairy tales with princesses, princes, and magic, A Dog Called Money teaches readers fundamental lessons about financial management. The novel begins with poor Kira moving into her new home. Her parents were facing a financial crisis due to mortgage issues and had previously been sued by the bank. Kira found and adopted a dog, and to her surprise, this dog, named Money, turned out to be a financial genius. Under Money's guidance, Kira not only helped her family overcome their financial crisis, but eventually became a millionaire herself. Schaefer wrote, "As long as you grasp the rules of money, making money is not difficult. Even if you come from an ordinary family, you can escape poverty and become wealthy like Kira. Just like the following 10 types of people, money will always follow them regardless of their circumstances." 1. People who can delay gratification. One day, Kira was watching TV alone at home. When she saw an ad for CDs, she suddenly wanted to buy a few. Just as she picked up the phone to place an order, a voice spoke from behind her. "You're buying so hastily. Can't you wait a bit?" Startled, Kira turned around and realized it was just Money sitting behind her, with no one else in the room. Thinking it was just an illusion, she was about to continue her purchase when the voice said again, "Learn to control yourself, or you'll soon be broke." Scared, Kira listened as Money explained, "What you need to do now is not be afraid but resist the urge to satisfy yourself immediately." The ability to resist temptation and delay gratification is crucial in determining whether someone can become wealthy. 2. People with clear goals. Seeing Kira obediently hang up the phone, Money said seriously, "From today on, we will focus on one issue: how to make money." Money asked Kira to write down a list of 10 reasons why she wanted to become wealthy. After making the list, Money asked her to remove 7 and keep only 3. "No, I can't remove any of them," Kira protested. Seeing her start to act childishly, Money sternly said, "Only the clearest goals can drive you forward." Scholar William Diamond conducted a social survey of hundreds of homeless people, asking why they didn't work. The surprising answer was that they didn't have any achievable wishes. Life's brilliance is closely related to having goals. Only goals can inspire you to move forward. Only strong internal motivation can help people overcome all difficulties to make money. 3. People who constantly evolve. Kira narrowed her goals down to 3: buying a bike, traveling to Hawaii, and helping her parents pay off their debt. But thinking about achieving her goals made her discouraged and suddenly lose confidence. Money encouraged her. Everyone has to work hard to overcome their shortcomings and grow as quickly as possible. You can only develop a strong armor by shedding your fragile shell, just like a crab needs to molt 20 times before it can survive in the wild. Regardless of who you are, to make money, you must constantly break through your limitations. Only by growing through change can you have the capital to deal with the world. 4. People who know how to use their time. Encouraged, Kira focused her energy. But just as she was about to act, Money poured cold water on her. "Your priority is not to find a job, but to organize your time. You're a student. How much time do you have after school, eating and sleeping?" Hearing this, Kira suddenly felt deflated. "I might only have 1 hour after finishing my homework at night." Money shook his head, and Kira seriously reconsidered. She decided to wake up earlier every day, rearranged her schedule, and found she had more time. With a focused heart, you can create more time like a magician. Early risers who study and late sleepers who play will have different abilities to earn money. Those who play games on weekends and those who work will naturally have different savings balances. 5. People who seek out challenges. Now, Kira had the motivation and time to act. But being only 12 years old, she was unsure what to do. Money didn't answer directly, but told her about a boy named Derry. Derry was also a poor boy. To earn money for movie tickets, he thought of going door to door delivering newspapers to residents instead of them having to pick them up. Derry also actively sought out challenges like taking out the trash, feeding dogs, mowing lawns, and washing cars. Many people bought his services, and he successfully earned pocket money. If you want to make money, you must learn to actively seek out challenges. Our brain has two ways to make decisions. One is to be lazy and only want to do things easily. The other is to think and discover opportunities others don't see. The clearest difference is whether you're afraid of challenges. Only by facing and handling challenges can you find opportunities and the wealth you desire. 6. People who combine money and passion. After hearing Derry's story, Kira started looking for jobs. One evening, she sought advice from her cousin Marcel. Marcel said, "Think about what you like to do first. What you like is what you're good at. And if you make money doing what you like, the more you do it, the more motivated you'll be." Kira thought for a moment and then shouted, "I know what I'll do." Kira loved dogs, so she decided to start by walking dogs, feeding them, and teaching them tricks. Soon, Kira found target customers in her community and earned her first money. When passion and work are combined, people become enthusiastic, diligent, and persistent on their path to making money. Doing what you truly love, even in the face of difficulties and obstacles, allows you to experience the joy of earning money. 7. People who nurture their golden goose. One day, Money's previous owner came to Kira's door and gave her money for taking good care of Money. Kira said she was close to going to Hawaii, but the owner frowned after hearing this. "If you spend all the money, you'll kill your golden goose." The principle is the goose, and the interest is the egg. He advised Kira to save half her money and start a business with the other half. Only by learning to use money to make money can you have a steady income. Money isn't just for exchanging value, it is value itself. Einstein said, "The greatest power in the world is not the atomic bomb but compound interest plus time." By learning to use the goose to lay eggs, you can become a master of wealth creation. After reading A Dog Called Money, you might exclaim, "There really is a secret to getting rich in this world, and it's not a mystery at all." Charlie Munger said, "The surest way to get what you want is to deserve it." If you find these stories inspiring and they motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time. 6. The truly wise. Remain calm in the face of these two things. People who understand life know what they want and understand that life belongs to them. They will not live in the world of others. By remaining calm in the face of these two things, your life will become increasingly better. In life, understanding or not understanding will lead people to completely different paths. Those who understand life know what they want, understand that life is theirs, and do not live in the world of others. However, those who do not understand live a completely different life. They always want to show their presence to others, as if only by doing so do they have value. Such people always live in the world of others, never in their true world, and other people's opinions always have a great impact on them. In life, the truly wise remain calm in the face of two things. 1. Praise from others. Some people particularly enjoy the praise of others, as if their purpose in life is to be praised by others. Once they receive compliments, they no longer care about the things around them. Because their emotions are affected by others, they easily follow what others do, never thinking about what they really want. As long as you praise them, they can give you everything. They think they are living a successful life, but in reality, they are failures. A guy named John was such a person. John particularly enjoyed compliments from others and only wanted to hear what he liked when interacting with people, directly blocking out what he didn't want to hear. His life wasn't affluent, but he often spent money on those better off than him because they always gave him flattering compliments, making him reach into his pocket willingly. Even though he lost money, John still felt proud. A close friend learned that, behind his back, those people only considered John a fool and gave him sincere advice. However, John not only did not thank his friend but also got angry and thought this friend had ill intentions. If a person's emotions are greatly influenced by others' compliments, their mood and actions will be heavily influenced by those around them. If one can remain calm in the face of compliments, that person is wise, able to distinguish between genuine and false flattery, and maintains calmness to make wise choices. Such people understand that some compliments are not sincere but have their own purposes. When facing compliments from others, whether they are complimenting you or someone else, respond with a polite smile. That is a form of maturity. Listen to know. Only such people can live their own good lives and embrace an increasingly happy life. 2. Life's difficulties and hardships. In this life, everyone faces many unsatisfactory things. It's just that when facing these unsatisfactory things, different people will have different attitudes, leading to different outcomes. When encountering difficulties, some people will complain and feel unlucky. But others are not like that. They will calmly and proactively find solutions. They know that blaming others only makes things harder for themselves. A young man chose to start a business after graduating from college. He thought this entrepreneurial path would be easy, but it turned out to be difficult. When he failed, he cried and felt his life was miserable. He even felt so ashamed that he wanted to end his life. If his family hadn't discovered it in time, a tragedy might have occurred. When someone looks down on themselves, perhaps the whole world will look down on them too. The best choice when facing difficulties is not to avoid them, nor to vent by blaming others, but to face them positively and try your best to solve them. Regardless of the final result, whether the problem is solved or not, it doesn't matter because you tried your best. Some say that when facing difficulties, wise and strong people are like springs. The more they are pressed, the stronger they rebound and rise. If a person cannot face difficulties well, they will be affected by them and miss out on a happy life. The truly wise people in this world do not fear difficulties. They face them seriously, view failure as a test, are not afraid, and calmly accept it. Life is full of bitterness. We desire more sweetness. By choosing to remain calm and indifferent to these two things, you will have a better life. 7. A small action sets success, apart from mediocrity. Those who are willing to go above and beyond, to do more than the minimum, will reap the benefits of their hard work. What separates the ordinary from the extraordinary? To be a good worker, you must follow instructions well. To be a great worker, you need to anticipate the next step. Many people passively wait for direction instead of proactively doing more without being asked. Think back to your school days. When assigned an essay, you could ensure you met the requirements from word count to the necessary information. But did you truly put your heart into it? Did you think about how you would really bring the concept to life, showing others a different perspective on the topic? If not, you might still get a good grade, but the essay would never be memorable. In the workplace, when you are given a task, you need to make sure you meet all the necessary requirements to complete it. But do you think ahead about what the next step might be? Do you consider which aspects could be improved for greater accuracy? If you only do the bare minimum and wonder why you're not being recognized or promoted, it might be time to reflect. Successful people don't just complete the tasks at hand. They think of ways to improve the work. This is how you get noticed. This is how you move forward. Successful people ensure they can advance by strategically planning the steps needed to reach their ultimate goal. They anticipate challenges and changes. Things don't always go as planned, and you can't freeze when things don't go your way. Instead, embrace the challenges and think of ways to overcome obstacles. You'll be noticed for your quick thinking and strategic mindset. The key difference. The most significant difference between successful people and average ones is identifying your weaknesses and finding ways to improve, turning them into strengths. Successful people are always actively trying to improve. They know they can always do better. There's nothing wrong with being average, but your opinions will never be sought out, and your expertise will never be highly valued. There are always people who just do their job, never going further and never advancing far in their careers. Success is a choice. Most people don't achieve the extraordinary by luck. They actively take that extra step to get ahead. Many of us don't have mentors to point out our weaknesses and show us how to improve. Identify those elements yourself and learn to tighten up those loose ends. Everyone wants to move forward, but few succeed because they don't take the initiative to excel. As you try to climb higher, you need to recognize that there will be a lot of competition. You need to make an impression to get noticed. Simply following instructions and completing tasks won't cut it. You need to prove that you are a valuable asset. You need to have ideas and not be afraid to bring them to life. To succeed, you can't stagnate. You need to embrace challenges and think of ways to overcome them. Most importantly, you need the courage to excel.
If you like this video, please comment 1. And if you don't, comment 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.